Oh, we are live. We are live and living.
Happy Saturday, fuckers.
Whoa.
Too much?
That's angry.
It's not angry.
This isn't what I wanted. Hold on.
What are you doing?
Here we go. This is what I wanted. Nope, didn't want that. Okay, here's the chat. So see how. There
The flame.
Okay, live. One viewer. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, typically we do this on a Friday, but we were too tired yesterday.
Yeah.
Especially this one over here.
Michelle! Michelle's here.
Who's Michelle?
The best person on the planet. Yes.
Little Panda Express. You know, I've never eaten there before.
Michelle is having a little baby girl.
What?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Love it.
So, one kid, I'm assuming little Panda. I only have one, and I think I'm done after this one.
After which one? The one that's in the oven?
The one, no.
Just kidding!
Ah! Don't do that to me, please. Oh, she thinks you are the best person on the planet.
No, you. You.
Girls. Women.
Shut up.
So, you're going to tell the masses that you got an iPhone 7 on the way?
I do. I have an iPhone 7, 7 Plus that I pre-ordered. Oh, hi. You want my coffee? No. You're not crazy enough. Yeah, I definitely pre-ordered the iPhone 7. I set an alarm for midnight. No. Pacific Standard. So that
would have been 3
a.m. here. So I set an alarm for 3 a.m. I woke my butt up and I went and I pre-ordered that phone and I got the iPhone 7 Plus 128 in rose gold.
Damn.
And I'm very excited.
Spared no expense.
It gets to the Apple Store on Friday, so I get to go pick it up Friday.
Oh, so you don't want it shipped here?
No. I want to go pick it up.
Okay. Well, wow. All right, fair enough. I'm actually going to hold off for a little bit. I don't know why. I'm just not 100% sold. Like, I know a lot of people are giving it shit because of like the headphone jack thing.
Yeah, but listen, they always change something and people always have something to complain about. And who knows, maybe it'll work out really well.
I mean, they got to look at the improvements I think Apple has made. Like the whole water resistant thing, that's a big thing. Obviously, Samsung was always ahead of that. 12 megapixel.
Well, two 12 megapixel cameras that can be used as a 24.
Yeah.
They were talking about like because on the 7 Plus there's like 2 of them.
Right.
So.
I mean, if anything, I'll end up getting the 7 Plus. Maybe the jet black one. I like the jet black one. I think that was. Apparently,
that one sold out. Like really, Luna. Apparently, that one sold out really fast. One of the girls that I know that lives in California, like where it was midnight, tried to order it and it was sold out already and not available until November.
Wow. Okay, then I'll wait.
So that's pretty crazy.
And I saw this this warning saying like it apparently scuffs much easier than the other ones do.
Yes, it does because it's like a matte.
Yeah.
Luna, I know that this is not the Luna show. Like, what is happening?
Yes, Luna. Yes, Luna.
She'll chill out in a second. She just wants to say hi to all of you guys.
She's licking your laptop.
Well, now she's licking you.
Stop it. Stop it. Please. I took a bath already. Thank you.
She loves you.
No.
She poked me in the eye. She poked me in the eye.
Good.
So it looks like we're being asked if I probably will do a review on the phone as well. To be honest, someone asked me if I'm going to do a review.
So you're going to do an unboxing?
I probably won't do an unboxing only because I'm going to be at the Apple Store and I'm going to have them set it up for me.
Oh.
But I'll probably do like a review, like showing the new features, even though I'm not like a tech blogger. But my phone that I have right now is the iPhone 6 and it is just, it's done. Like,
well, earlier you were trying to talk to your grandmother, but you couldn't hear her.
Yeah, like my phone, like I would answer it and I'd be like, hello, hello. And I couldn't hear anything on the other end.
Yeah.
And then when I put it on speaker, I could hear, but it was like really like distorted. And I had to like restart my phone and the GPS doesn't work on it. So it's been like screwed up for a while. So for me, it was kind of like, I'm not buying the 7 because I'm like, oh, I'm going to get the 7. Like I actually genuinely need a new phone.
Well, so apparently the clarity and everything's much better on the phone too. I mean,
yeah, from what is it? Twice as fast, twice as long a battery life, I think they said.
I guess what I also like too is the home button. It's like more flush. So
yeah,
not,
it's tap, like instead of pushing a button,
yeah, it's
you
flush.
you tap it.
Yeah,
like you
which
just
is
touch
very
it.
cool. Yeah. So I think it's good. I mean,
yeah.
again, I've always been a big iPhone fan. I like the simplicity behind it. It's very user friendly. It's nothing against Samsung. For those who love Samsung, I've just never been the biggest fan. Why are you doing that?
Because it's like a lot of fun. Do you want one of these? I have a ton.
No.
I got them from Playlist Live DC.
Okay.
This one says subscribe. Actually, I talked to them and they're gonna make me some that say Kaylee Kill on them.
What?
Yeah, and then I can.
Gangster. What up, the fearless Yoshi? So yeah, everyone's asking for a Q&A. Have I seen Dexter? Yeah, Dexter was a pretty awesome show. Shoot, somebody wants you to slap me with your phone.
I'm not gonna do that.
Please don't.
I'm a very kind person. That's not happening.
She's not that kind.
Hey, make sure you guys subscribe. Okay, yeah. If you guys want to ask a couple questions, we kind of had no plans for this Q&A. We just figured that we would go into it, and yeah. And then we actually have a bunch of videos that we're filming after this too.
Mm-hmm.
So.
What do we think is going to happen in episode 8? I think you're talking about Star Wars, so that's a good question. I think Luke's going to die.
I don't know about that.
I think he will.
I mean, eventually, we all do.
Yeah. Well, everyone has different theories about who Rey's related to, I guess. It's difficult to even consider.
I don't even know what to think on that, because the thing is, with being a Jedi, you're not supposed to love, so Jedis don't really have children, kind of thing. So, like, for me, it's like, I don't know, though. Like, is she related to Luke? Because that would mean that Luke had to break the orders of, like, not loving and not, you know what I mean? Like, not engaging in anything that's, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I think she's an Obi-Wan.
But again, like, he was also a Jedi, so it's, like, weird. I don't know. I'm, like, I don't know.
Well, anyways, I think another theory too was that, you know, obviously that Rey was brainwashed into not remembering what really happened. I think she was evil too, like Kylo. But being that probably she was stronger than Kylo, Luke had her brainwashed and sent her off. I
do believe Snoke is Plagueis. I saw that. Like, I do think Snoke is Plagueis. 110%.
We'll find out.
They look way too identical. By the way, have any of you guys seen that, like, crazy video on YouTube? I forget the channel, but, like, he does, like, conspiracy theory videos about Star Wars, and he has one saying that Jar Jar Binks was supposed to be the villain. Hear me out. The villain in episode 1, not like, I mean, episode 1, like Phantom Menace. He was set up to be the villain, and then people hated him so much that they rewrote the script. But, like, the guy's video, like, it's so crazy how, like, everything that he's like, well, this is why he would have been the villain, and this happened, and this, and you're like, oh my god, Jar Jar Binks really was supposed to be the villain. Like, it's crazy. I don't know.
But yeah, everyone thinks that's Plagueis. Was it Plagueis?
Plagueis.
Okay. It could be. I know that whole one clip from episode, what was it? Episode 3, Return of the Sith. Not episode 3. Yeah, episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. When they're at the council and Palpatine is sitting there with Anakin, and they're talking about, obviously, Plagueis, being that he was able to bring people back from the dead, and that was the whole thing he was trying to sell Anakin on about going to the dark side, is that we could save Padme from never dying, and that's what the connection, the love connection, which that was his weakness, and made him turn bad.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so if that's him, then I guess he survived, right? Saved himself from dying, apparently, if he's that old. So I guess time will tell, but I still think Rey was the evil one, like more evil than Kylo.
I think Jason Voorhees, get the hell out of here, by the way, I don't want to die, but he asked, who do we think should be playing young Han Solo? I think they've already announced it. However, I would have loved to have seen Liam Hemsworth as young Han Solo.
He's too handsome.
But Han Solo is handsome.
He's okay.
No, he's handsome. He's dashing and debonair and handsome. And Liam Hemsworth would have been an amazing young Han Solo.
There was someone else who were talking about that was up for that role. Who was it? Has anyone ever seen Kingsman? You seen Kingsman?
I hated it, but yes,
I fucking love Kingsman. I'm so happy for the sequel. You're high. Kingsman was the shit.
Ian hated it too. We both watched it. We were like, what the hell was this? It was the worst movie.
Kingsman was amazing. And I got to get that kid's name because he's I'm a big fan of his. But that one kid apparently was up for the role. His name is Taron Egerton. Yeah, Taron Egerton, who played Epsi or whatever. This dude.
Let me see his face.
He fucking looks like Han Solo. He
Han?
looks Han Solo.
No.
Taron Egerton.
No, he does not.
Yes, he looks like him. But the guy they picked looks just like him too.
Who did they pick?
I don't know him by name, but he's only been in a few movies. But obviously his life has changed forever because now he's Han Solo. But then there's talk too that Childish Gambino, Danny Glover.
Oh, Jesus, Luna.
Danny Glover might be Lando Calrissian. Lando.
I would like that.
That would be cool. He's a great actor. He's got a show on FX Atlanta that just started. He's pretty dope. So I think he would be really cool too. But apparently that's like the best script they've ever written that's Star Wars related is the Han Solo film. See what I did there. But I would like to see that. I want to see the card game that obviously won the Millennium Falcon. That'd be pretty dope too. But I don't know. The solo movies, like the side ones, I'm not sure on. I mean, I want to see Rogue One.
I'm so excited for Rogue One.
Yeah, I'm just happy Vader's in it.
So excited.
Palpatine, the Emperor's not in it.
When they showed Vader, shameless self-promo for my personal channel, but like I did a reaction where I watched the trailer for the first time like on camera, and as soon as Vader popped up on screen, like I audibly gasped and just started crying.
Yeah, and you know James Earl Jones did the audio for it already, right?
Really?
The voice, yeah. Thank God he's still alive, man. That guy's got the craziest voice. I mean, so it should be exciting. But then there's also talk about doing a Yoda. That'd be cool.
I don't like Yoda.
Yeah.
Yoda's
going to be in episode 8 too, by the way, if you guys haven't heard.
Someone said, thinking about the first year of playlist, are you doing the smaller channels panel? We do it every year, a playlist. We did it at DC last weekend. Holy crap, it was just last weekend. Mm-hmm. We had the smaller channels panel as well as 3 other ones for Community Unite. But yeah, we do it every year. So if you're attending playlists and you're interested, make sure that you join our Facebook page. We have a group on Facebook called Community Unite, a smaller channels event, and you can just Google it and join it. And then we release the applications for you to basically apply to be on a panel. So if you're interested, check it out.
Yeah. So standalone Obi-Wan movie, I think that would be awesome. I really do. Apparently there's also talk that you're going to see like the Force Anakin and the Force Obi-Wan spirits. That's why there's rumors going around saying Yoda will be in the movie, because apparently Frank Oz was there, and as you know, Frank Oz was the puppet and the voice of Yoda. So I mean, that would be. I
don't like Yoda at all.
Yoda's the shit.
I don't like him.
Yoda is the shit.
Stupid am I?
Big time.
No, Yoda, not me.
You. Yeah, Kaylee doesn't like Yoda. Tell her to fuck off.
I hate Yoda. Like, he's one of my least favorite characters. I don't like him. I don't know what it is about his design. He's just very creepy to me. I don't like his voice. He looks like a giant frog, and I don't like frogs. So for me, I'm just not a fan. I don't like Yoda. I could do without him. Take him out. Put another character in his place, and I will be happy, but I don't like Yoda. And I don't care if any of you guys say, oh, she's not a real Star Wars fan because she doesn't like Yoda. Suck a dick, because I'm allowed to like whoever I want, and I don't like Yoda.
I like Yoda.
I don't.
I like Yoda.
Great.
Okay. Anyways, so that's why we obviously do this, because we have obviously very strong opinions.
Someone hates Kylie. Who's Kylie? Because I'm not Kylie.
Ooh.
My name's not Kylie, so irrelevant.
Do you like Jar Jar more than Yoda? That's a good question. I
fucking hate Jar Jar too. I hate Jar Jar. I don't like. Why do you guys like? What do you think that because I don't like Yoda, I obviously like all of the most hated characters? Like, get out of here. Go away. Go away.
I saw a question on there that obviously she wouldn't give 2 shits about either, but someone's asking, who does Negan kill? Negan is the bad guy in The Walking Dead with Lucille, the bat, and who is...
I've never, ever seen anything from Walking Dead except for one scene where I watched a guy's arm get ripped off, and that was all I needed to see to know that I never wanted to watch that.
The show will change your life.
No, it won't, and I don't care. I don't like gore. So fucked. I had a bad dream the other night, and like the shit that my brain made up, by the way, it was a nightmare, and the shit that I dreamed, like my brain just made, I've never seen anything like it on TV, but my brain thinks it up, and then I wake up and the image is still burned into my brain, and this is why I don't like gore, because my brain creates these gory scenarios that I've never seen on screen. I could literally write for shows, and I could write horror, gory movies, but I can't because I will throw up on the script as I'm writing, and it's ruined.
You know, I actually read a test on the whole horror movie thing.
Mhm.
And obviously there's a group of people that just can't stomach it. And then there's people that obviously are drawn to it.
No, I can't stomach it.
They said, like, I guess we're wired to be curious about horror movies.
Yeah.
Because of, like, the shock value.
No.
So to some capacity, you probably do like it. Because
No.
obviously you're a fan of Halloween. She's a fan of Halloween. I walked into this apartment.
There's a difference between being a fan of something scary.
And it looks like Halloween Horror Night.
No, it does not.
Like 20%.
Excuse me. Where are the broken, bloody limbs? Like, explain to me where I have all the decor with blood and shit. All my Halloween decorations, AF.
It's in your freezer.
Classy AF. I have a bunch of Halloween. Why don't you show them? I got Halloween stuff over there. The scariest thing that I have over here is that TV. And Luna knows. Luna's getting
You should
mad.
show them the TV.
Well,
you guys want to see the TV she bought? Really? The TV that she bought is really cool.
Listen, I love Halloween. Halloween is my #1 favorite holiday, then Christmas. I love Halloween because I love things that are scary. I don't love things that are gory. There's a difference between scary and gory. Stranger Things, I love. Okay, all right.
Oh, this is going to be tight, guys.
It's hard to see, like, with the light, but... It's coming out here. Angle it so they can see it. I love my TV.
This is what happens when you switch the cable. Okay.
TV. I got that from Target, in case anyone is wondering, and it was the most expensive thing that I've ever bought for
And her
Halloween.
boyfriend was super pissed.
It was $50. A thing that I like. Like, it's scary. I like ghosts. I love, like, because Frankenstein's horror that's not gory. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a big difference between Saw and Frankenstein. There's a big difference between Saw and even, I would say, Freddy Krueger, because Freddy Krueger is not even like that. It's more of like a shock factor horror. It's
Freddy Krueger was actually based on an actual incident that happened. I think it was like in the 70s. I read. Yeah, just hear me out.
Going into people's dreams and killing them.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Not Freddy. Character Wes Craven came up with. But
yeah.
Apparently, it was based on this kid that, because of the nightmares, and he told his parents that if I go to sleep, I'm going to die. Fell asleep. And he never woke up. And they actually saw, like, I don't know if it was lacerations or something like that, but apparently they kind of based it on that, and they spun it into this whole Nightmare on Elm Street. Weird, but...
I mean, weird. Let me go check on Luna. Chat for a second, because Luna's...
Her dog is crazy.
She's, like, in the other room, like, biting stuff. I can hear her.
But no, just from a psychological aspect of things, horror is... my favorite. I like it. I'm a big zombie fan. I'm into the gore and all that other shit. She's not. I have a stomach for it, which is fine. Yes, rest in peace, Wes Craven. He was a genius. Darth Vader. That's a good one. I'm going to have to go with her, too. I'm going to have to say Darth Vader for sure. Apparently, we're lagging like hell.
Do they mean, like, our voices aren't syncing up? Or
Our voices? Is it the voices, or what is it? The video? Overall, what is it? Let us know if we're still lagging.
Also, you guys, look at my candy thing. I bought this candy dish for Halloween where you fill its mouth with like a shit ton of candy and then you just have it sitting. It's cute, right? I like it.
They said it's everything. Voices are in sync. Frame rate is low.
I mean, we have full. Ours.
The video's freezing. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. Like, videos one of the voices like will freeze every now and then. Overall.
Voices are good? Okay.
Because for us, the video looks fine. Like, it looks crisp and good.
Oh, the voice was cutting out for the Krueger thing.
Oh.
Sport, where do I get my haircut? At the salon? No? Okay.
Luna, what are you doing? She was eating styrofoam when I went out there. I knew she was doing something.
Jesus. Did I hear about the PS4 Pro? I did. Did you?
Mm-mm.
It's really awesome.
I don't like follow.
Well, you said you wanted to get a console eventually. I think it's a good deal. $400. It's 1 terabyte hard drive, 4K HDR. That's what I want. I think the only con to it is the fact that it doesn't have a 4K Blu-ray player, whereas the Xbox One S has one. Ah!
Sure.
Jesus. Get off me. Anybody want a dog?
No.
Please take it.
No.
Kaylee doesn't need her. Ah! I don't watch Arrow. Do you watch Arrow?
I don't watch Arrow.
Okay. Neither one of us watch it.
I don't watch Arrow or Flash. Oh!
Heard Flash has a huge following.
It does.
And people were pissed that that kid from the show wasn't in Justice League.
Who said I'll take it 100? I'll take it 100! 100!
Jesus.
I love this pillow.
I love this pillow.
Look at Luna. She's like, is that
God.
mine? Is that for me? Is that for me? Is that for me? No, no, it's not.
You see, the only reason why I'm actually considering the PS4 Pro is because I don't have a PS4. I only had the Xbox One. Xbox One S is the best console. Okay. I heard that Scorpio is going to be the shit, though, that Xbox One Scorpio. That's apparently supposed to be the best console ever, and apparently based on the teraflops and all the other shit, like all the specs, it's supposed to be stronger than the PS4 by like double. So we'll see. Super Bowl rematch on Thursday. It was a little uneventful. I mean, it was cool that it was a close game, but I don't know. I think both teams are just okay. I mean, they both went through a lot of changes. I honestly don't think the Panthers are going to go to the Super Bowl again. I really think it might be Packers, maybe
Yes.
the Seahawks.
Go Pack.
I don't want the Patriots there because I hate the fucking Patriots. Yes, I did play the Battlefield beta. See, I'm terrible speaking. Yeah, Battlefield was dope. I like that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Video quality's better now. Good. Do you think the Scorpio will be the same size as the Xbox One S? I mean, with the amount of shit that's going to have, I'm hoping that it's slimmer. I mean, technology-wise, they have the possibility of making it slimmer. Cowboys will get to the Super Bowl. Never. Sorry, Panda. Cowboys haven't seen a Super Bowl since the 90s. Not happening. Flash Thompson and Spider-Man. I haven't even seen him, honestly. I heard that, what is it, The Shocker will be in the movie. They leaked that shit, so that would be interesting.
Guys, I see comments all the time that say do a hanging with Dashi. I just want to make sure you know that we don't live in the same state as Dashi anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like we get that you guys want to see that, but also, you know what I mean? Like we can't do it because he lives across the country. So I mean, we want to. It's not that we don't want to. We would love to, and I'm sure Sport more than anyone would want to, but we don't live in the same state. So.
I just want to go to his house and raid his fridge.
Yeah, I can imagine it's full of really good stuff.
He's got a big fridge. So, but no, actually, funny enough, I was talking to Dashy last night, and I should be over there pretty soon. And when I do, you guys will know.
Oh, good.
So
then you guys can do like a live thing, and I'll just like bump in like the way that we do.
Yeah, we'll do that.
It'll come eventually, but like we see your comments. Believe us, we know. Like we see I would say more than half the comments are always like, "Do a video with Dashy." We want to. It's not that we don't want to, and we don't. We see your comments. It's not like we're ignoring them, but like also.
Yeah, trust me. Him and I have been talking about a lot of plans of filming and ideas we have, and there's gonna be a lot of things coming. I think you guys are gonna be really excited. Obviously, it's gonna a lot of ideas, and we have a lot of plans to film. So trust me, it's gonna be really nice.
No, we didn't move. He moved.
Yeah, Dashy moved to California.
Mm-hmm.
We're still in Florida. He moved February. I dropped his ass off at the airport.
It's been almost a year now. It's crazy.
Almost. But no, I talk to him on a regular. You know, we always bullshit. He's always busy. I'm always busy. He's always doing his thing. But he's consistent, and you know that's where he needs to be. We're gonna do skits. Yes, we're gonna do some skits. God, Luna.
Look. She's
in the woods.
Catting. This is what I call catting. Look at her. Do you see how she's trying to sit on that?
Yeah, she thinks she's a cat.
So
we're gonna do skits.
Yeah, we definitely want to do skits. That's definitely something that we want to do. Sorry, I'm just cleaning up sports mess.
God forbid I have a fucking drink. Did you cry when you dropped them off?
Luna, stop! I don't want you up there.
Almost. It was upsetting, but you know, now I just have somewhere else to visit, so I'm excited about that.
We neither of us watch Arrow.
No, I don't.
Hey guys, Michael here. Can I have a shout out, please?
Hey guys, Michael here.
Hey guys, Michael here.
Hey guys, Michael here. And
today we're gonna try some blueberries. I love those. I miss those so much. Ghost Hunters, are you talking about the new season? Because one of my favorite things with like the Halloween season is when they start releasing all of the ghost shows. Like A Haunting is like one of the best shows.
Have you ever seen Ghost Adventures on Travel Channel?
I think so. Is that the one where they have like, there's one show that I don't like where they have them go into a house and they're like, they have their little machine and they pick up sounds and they'll replay like the sound of like, I'm here, like 27 times. I'm like, guys, we heard it the first time.
That's Ghost Adventures.
Okay, yeah. I don't like that show. Because, like, I don't need to hear it, like, 20 times. Like, I heard it the first time. Like,
yeah. Here's the thing. I think out of all the shows, they have the most entertaining. The host, like, the main guy, his name is Zach Bagans.
Mm-hmm.
He's a bit of a tool, but he can't help himself because that's who he is.
Yeah.
And I get that. But overall, they do have the best footage that they catch.
Yeah.
They really have good shit.
Yeah.
And apparently he bought this museum place that was at one point the largest building in Las Vegas because they're from Las Vegas. Yeah. And it's super fucking haunted. He did an episode there a couple weeks ago. That shit was crazy scary.
Look at Luna. God. Take a photo. What do you think of the new Batman movie? Are you referring to Suicide Squad?
No, he's talking about the Ben Affleck, I think.
Oh, which one? Oh, like Batman and Superman?
Well, remember, they're doing solo Batman movies because Ben Affleck, he's writing and directing the next Batman.
Okay.
The villain is Deathstroke, who's basically like it's DC's version of Deadpool because his name is Slade Wilson.
Are you serious?
I swear to God. And you know who Joe Manganiello is?
No.
He was on True Blood. He was the Wolf.
Yes.
He's Deathstroke.
Really?
Yeah. Don't get me wrong.
I don't know how I feel about that.
He's a big dude. You know, he's handsome. He's very handsome. You know, he was Flash Thompson in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. Did you guys know that? Google Joe Manganiello, Flash Thompson in Spider-Man 1, Sam Raimi with Tobey Maguire and all that. He was Flash Thompson. And you see him then, all right? He was like 150 pounds soaking wet. It was the funniest shit I've ever saw. But no, that was actually Flash Thompson.
Ghosts don't exist.
Marty Heisenberg Storton.
Really? Marty, are you religious? Just wondering. Because if you believe in religion, then you have to believe in ghosts.
Look, Sasquatch is saying friends and him go to haunted mines and shit. So you must live in Virginia? Or most of the mines?
North Carolina.
Or North Carolina? There's a ghost town in North Carolina.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop. Look at Luna. What is she? This is all she wanted. Like, look, she's not even annoying anymore because she's just like, I just wanted to.
Because she just wants love. All right. Since we're on the whole theme, just so that you know, and I'm not bullshitting, and Kaylee doesn't know this, but I do see ghosts.
Do you really?
I do. I've actually been seeing ghosts since I was probably like 5 or 6 years old.
What do you mean? Remember. Like you physically see them?
I see them.
Is there any right now?
No, not in here.
Because I always think that my house is haunted. Like when I'm here alone, I'll hear the door shut and stuff.
That's just your mind.
Huh?
That's just your mind.
Don't tell me what it is. Don't tell me how to think my own brain.
It's just your mind, trust me. But no, I've actually a very good friend of mine who lived in this development, and I think it was like the second or third time I went there. It was at night, and knocked on the door, waiting for him to come to the door. I turn around, there's this ghost jogging, like literally running. And
I feel like you're like I can't tell if you're being sincere or if you're fucking with me.
I'm not fucking with you. Jogging. And I feel like he probably saw me because there's 2 different kinds of ghosts. There's residual and there's intelligent. The intelligent ones know that they're dead and they want to fuck with you. They could be bad or good. Residual is like a broken record. replays all the time, meaning that ghost will do the same thing at the same time every night. So like at 4 a.m., if they were walking down the street to go get a drink, they're going to do that at that point because it's a residual haunting. Intelligent, they know what's going on. I think this one was intelligent because it kind of looked at me.
I'm so down for this.
Yeah, you should investigate and record some shit. I'm down. There's a lot of cemeteries around here. There's one that they actually shut down.
I won't. I can't go to a cemetery.
Okay, I will go to a cemetery.
I can't. Like I'm
not afraid of that shit. I will go to a cemetery and I'll just record.
They just make me feel uncomfortable.
And I'll just say I heard this or heard that. I'll just fucking record and we'll see. Here's a fun fact. I actually tried to get Dashy to go to a cemetery. He pussied out.
Yeah, because they're fucking terrifying.
I love that
terrifying.
shit. I love that shit. And I said, bro, we got to do a real ghost hunting clip because we did the ghost hunter skits. I said, let's go do one at a real cemetery. And he's like, I'm not with that. I'm like, you got to do it, man. You got to do it.
Did you see the photos?
So yes, I'm down to do that.
I'll do that, but I'm not going to a cemetery. Like I'll stand outside. But like, did you see the photos that came out of Louisiana with their flooding? And one of the cemeteries flooded so much that the ground literally pulled up and there was coffins floating. That's literally my hell. Like I felt like when I saw those photos, I had like all of the blood rushed out of my like I was just like, oh, because like, can you imagine like how terrible that must be if your family member was one of the people in the coffins floating down the street and you're just like, wonderful.
Well,
like,
that's not the first time that's happened, but it's a very sad situation, which is why I want to be cremated. But yeah, I believe in that shit. I really do. I don't really have like a religious base because I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have these 2 tattoos on. Okay, I can't even show them. Okay, you guys see that? All right, it's an empty cross. I have 2 of them.
That's what that is?
Yeah, these are empty crosses. Because I guess you guys can call me either an atheist. Like I don't really have a religion. I do believe that there's.
So you're agnostic.
Agnostic.
Agnostic is where you believe in something, but you don't know what that is.
I think there's a higher power to some capacity. Who knows whatever the fuck that is. But I don't have any religion. I feel that religion divides people, but I still feel like there's an energy after the fact. Like we're not done. We just go from one body to another, like reincarnation and shit like that. I think to some capacity we're just energy, and that's what ghosts are. They're residual energy, and they manifest, and that stuff is real. I've seen ghosts before, guys, and I'm telling you, if you ever come across one, if you just open your mind, that's one of the things they said as kids. As kids, we're always laughing, and we see things because we have an open mind. Like our mind is not, it's not polluted with negativity. Like don't believe this, don't believe that. Like you have an open mind, so you see things. So I think kids see them a lot. And I think some of them just continue on seeing as they get older, and then some just say, well, that shit doesn't exist, so they completely shut themselves out from it. So I believe it. I'm down to do an episode where I just get the
I'll be right back.
She's got a call.
Sorry.
Annie got a call here too.
Hello.
But yeah, I will do a video for you guys. Go to a cemetery. You lived in a haunted house, Sasquatch? Okay. It's crazy shit, man. A ghost killed over 15,000 kids in a little ass room. That's good. That's a good reference right there. That was a fun ass time. If there's a guy, why did he allow Star Wars episodes 1, 2, 3 to happen? That's a very good question. Apparently they didn't pray hard enough. Maybe. The video froze for me. I'm sorry about that. But if there's anyone that lives northern Florida, I think in Tampa. Is it Tampa? I think it's Tampa. There's a hotel that Ghost Adventures did an episode on a room that's apparently super fucking haunted. And when I saw it, they actually did a lot of they actually caught a lot of footage in there. I went to that hotel room, in that hotel with my wife, my girlfriend at the time, which is now my wife, and some other friends. And that side of the hotel was under renovation, so you couldn't really get there. So we found a way to go up on that side of the hotel, and we saw crazy shit. Frankly, I heard some crazy shit. They didn't hear anything, but it was cool. I will do a cemetery vid. I would definitely do that. You live in Orlando? Okay. Aiden is good. Thank you very much for asking. Hey guys, Michael here. Episode 3 wasn't that bad. I agree. I do think the fight between Obi-Wan and Anakin was uneventful because obviously that is the fight everyone was waiting for, and it was kind of it was all right. But yeah, it was okay. But yeah, I would definitely do a cemetery vid, especially since we're approaching Halloween. I'll probably do more than one, especially if the outcome's really dope. You know, I'll have Kaylee look at the footage, and depending on how we edit it and how we can pick up sounds if we hear anything, should be nice. But no, seriously, there's a, where is it? I think it's probably like 20, 30 minutes away from here. There's a cemetery that they completely closed down. But I know the graves and everything are still there. Maybe I'll go in there, just start recording, just to see what I catch. Obviously, there's going to be some boring times in it, but I'm sure if we edit it right, we could probably catch some really cool shit, so that would be nice. Would I go to an abandoned haunted building? Yeah. Frankie, I don't know where you live. You probably live in Florida, I think, right? But there's a hotel in Miami that apparently is haunted like a motherfucker. I would go to that one. I have an older brother who lives in Homestead. He's 10 years older than me. We don't talk much because he's always busy and shit like that, but we're okay. He went there, and he says it's super fucking haunted. So that would be very cool.
Sorry.
Kaylee's coming back. But no, I would go to an abandoned haunted building. That'd be nice. I don't know if Kaylee would.
Maybe.
Okay.
I just don't like cemeteries.
Should try it once.
I've been. I don't.
Especially at night.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
I did a haunted tour in Kissimmee in Orlando, and I got two photos of ghosts.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Can I see them?
Yeah, I can show you right now.
Okay, she's gonna pull them up so I can see them. But
I think I think I can screen share too, possibly, and show them. I don't know. I'm gonna see.
She's gonna try to screen share those pictures for you guys. Stop it,
Luna. I need you to just chill
Luna,
out for like 5 seconds.
Chill.
It's kind of hard to notice. I didn't notice until after the fact.
Okay.
So this is the ghost tour I did it 3 years ago. I said there was a derail right in this spot. Everyone died except for a dog.
What?
On the train. Yeah, this is all in Kissimmee. It was like a ghost tour.
Okay.
Let me see if I can screen share really fast so they can see what we're looking at. Hold on.
She's gonna try to screen share, guys.
I think there's a way for me to do it so you guys can, screen share.
All right, so I've done one ghost tour in Key West.
Okay, so you guys should be able to see this right now, I think. It might be really small, so I apologize, but this is actually from a ghost tour that I did 3 years ago. So this was a train station. There was a derail. It took out this entire building, and they had to rebuild everything.
That's crazy.
And everyone died except for a dog, so I stood like right there. Okay, so this is one of the photos that I got. This spot, a couple set up a picnic table right in the middle of it and committed suicide. Let the train run them over.
What?
Like while they sat there. So I took this photo because this is where it happened. And as the guy on the tour was telling us the picture, as he was telling us the story, the lights started going off because a train was coming. So it made it even scarier. Well, I snapped this photo as the lights started going off. And if you can see over here on the side, you'll see a person's face.
Oh!
It sweeps down. Do you see this? Like, see how the shroud continues on right here? Do you see it?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see. It's in the left hand of the picture. Starting at the top, you'll see it looks like a face, and then almost like the shroud continues on.
And there was no one on that side.
No, I was just standing looking forward. There was no one there. So that was one of the pictures that I took that was really frightening. And then this one also.
Did you guys see that? Check the comments real quick.
Oh, hold on.
Did you guys see that?
All I see is Kaylee. Oh, is it not like transitioning? Hold on.
Hold on, guys.
No, you should be seeing it. It might just be lagging.
Okay, you guys see it.
Holy shit, I see it. Okay.
Do you guys see that fucking face?
Okay, in the top left. So look over to the left. You'll see a face, and then if you follow it down,
you see arms.
Yeah, it's almost like a shroud. Do you see how it looks like it was moving? Like all of this looks like, and it like stops right here. So
that's
it's
insane.
So I took that photo. Which was scary. And then the next photo is when the train started coming by, and I started snapping photos.
Okay.
And then do you see how on like one of these strips it says believe?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just said that. I got so many photos of the train going by, and this specific one that I snapped, it said believe.
I mean, I would just think that's coincidence.
Really?
I think so.
Because I snapped this one after the other photo. Why would it say believe?
That was a train coming though.
No, it was going by.
And that was on the train.
This was on the train. I don't know. For me, like...
I mean, I think it's ironic that you see that after the fact because, hi, ghost, believe. Yeah, I could see that it could be a message, but...
But out of, like, the 2 photos in this specific spot,
yeah,
like, I got the photo where you can see, like, clearly someone's face.
I mean, I think it's great.
And then the next photo, which, mind you, I think I have other ones, like, look, this is what all the photos look like of the train. I got, like, 20 photos of the train like that. But this specific photo was all in black, and it was catching the train perfectly at a standstill, when literally all the photos were like this because the train was moving so fast. That was the only photo that came out perfectly like that.
I think it's cool.
Like, that terrified me when I was like, holy shit, every photo is just of the train going so fast, and then this was the only one that caught exactly, like, it, like, you know what I mean? And trains go fucking fast, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
So, like, all the other photos came out like this, where, like, it was just the train going super fast. See what I mean? Like, they were all just, like, really fast photos of the train.
I mean, that's awesome. Don't get me wrong.
Like,
I think just how coincidental that was, like, after the fact. I think the first picture you showed was
see, like, they all look like
epic.
that.
Yeah.
Like, they were all just, like, and then this is just shadows. Don't worry. Those aren't ghosts.
Those are shadows.
Those are shadows of us standing. And that's how close we were to the train, too. Like, we were literally standing up against this thing, which was so scary. It was so windy and, like, crazy. And then, so here's the spot. This photo is literally the spot. See, lady put a blanket here and laid on the rocks, committed suicide when she found out her husband was cheating. Wow. So that literally happened right there. And that's where I took the photo, which is why it was so scary. Because apparently the guy went back and committed suicide, too. This picture I just took because the building looked like Back to the Future. Like,
oh, the clock.
I was like, oh, this looks so much like it. I'm gonna take a photo. This is not like real. There was someone that put on a sheet to be funny, so I just wrote ghost. But
and what was the other one?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if someone else was sitting there or not.
You don't remember?
I don't remember. And then I sat down, and then apparently a little girl named Izzy died here. So I said I was swinging with Izzy because, like, they said that she swings on the other swing. And then that's it. So that's literally like I didn't take a ton of photos. I think I had more, but they didn't come out very well. But this is by far like
that's super legit.
The craziest picture that I've ever. And people are like, oh, well, there was someone standing there. And I'm like, no, bitch. Like, literally all these photos were taken. Like, see how there's no one in front of me? Like, all of these photos were taken at, like, the same basic time.
That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
So, yeah.
The only story I guess I have is I did a ghost tour as well in Key West, and that was a lot of fun because there was one place. If you ever guys been in Key West, Florida, there is a place called the Chameleon Club that the state completely condemned because apparently it was a church first. The preacher there, I don't know what, the reverend or whatever, his wife he thought was cheating on her, so he burned the place down. Not just killed his wife, but there was kids in that church at the same time. Then over the years it was renovated until it turned into one club called the Chameleon Club, and they always smelled ash, and they always heard kids laughing. But now you can't even get to that place. And like it's like a tower that's connected to the building.
Yeah.
And if you look up once in a while, you'll see a light up top, and it looks like a television light.
Can I pause you? Look what she's like.
Jesus.
Like, look how she's laying.
But no, we went there, and just I don't have the pictures to show you, but I was using a Polaroid, the disposable ones. I took pictures of that place at night, and then I took pictures of that place during the day. The only pictures that came out were the ones in the day.
Really?
And we went back and we looked at the negative, right? Not one picture there from the nighttime was there. And then apparently there was a few of us that actually stayed on this like this mailing list where we left comments of everyone who actually did the touring and everything. There was a girl that posted a picture that was a part of that tour that she was leaning on one of the gates of this old cemetery. I kid you not, probably one of the coolest pictures. Looked like hands coming over the gate.
Ooh, stop.
Like here.
Stop.
Like this. I kid you not. And it looked like you could see the fucking hands. And it was like this. Like the rest of it was all mist. And then you could just see that hand like ready to strangle that chick. That was fucking crazy.
There's like, and too, like, let me also say about the pictures that I took, I was not looking at my photos while I was there. Like I was just snapping photos, like because I was like, oh, cool, photos. Like I didn't stop to look at them. Also, on like a small camera screen, I wouldn't have been able to see like that ghost thing. It wasn't until I got home and put all the pictures on my computer, and then it like kind of hit me that I was like, oh my god, like that's so scary. Like you, I don't know. So I feel like if I had seen the photo while I was there, like I probably would have freaked out, but I didn't freak out because I don't know. You know what I mean?
That's a good question, Frankie. I think I know what you're talking about. Ashley's is a restaurant. Somebody, I guess, like if you go in the woman or men's bathroom, you see a female ghost. I think, is that the one?
Someone else asked us what our favorite horror movies are. Like, what's your favorite horror movie?
I have too many.
But like, if you could try to think of one that like stands out above all others.
There's one horror movie that still creeps the fuck out of me, even to this day. The first Pet Sematary.
That is pretty scary.
The Stephen King.
Yeah. If
you guys never seen Pet Sematary, and if you want a good fucking freak out, watch Stephen King's Pet Sematary. It's really creepy. Like the whole thing where the wife's telling the story about her sick sister and all that. Oh my god, that was the creepiest shit. To this day, it's still like, and I don't get nervous or anything like that easily, but that movie is still extremely unsettling, and that was just really cool. I thought it was awesome.
I think for me, because it's very hard because I have to be very picky and choosy with my movies because if there's any sort of gore, most of the time I won't watch it. But when you ask the question, what's your favorite horror movie? Honestly, the first movie that popped into my head was, and like
Clueless.
No, it's so scary.
You're a virgin. I can't.
For some reason, I'm like the title was in my head and then it just popped out. Got it. It was, you guys are gonna make fun of me probably, but Amityville Horror, the one with Ryan Reynolds. That pops into my head as like one of my favorite horror movies. It's one of them, like if that's ever on TV, like I will literally just put it on and watch it for like hours. I could watch it back to back to back to back. There's something just about like Amityville Horror that's like authentically scary. And another movie that, I want to know a horror movie that I saw once and I will never, ever, ever, ever watch it again because it scared the living shit out of me. And it's like, to this day, it's probably the scariest movie that I've ever seen is Skeleton Key.
I've never seen Skeleton Key.
The one with Kate Hudson or something where the old people like take their bodies.
I remember that.
Do you know what I'm talking?
I remember that. I never saw that.
No.
Never saw that.
It is literally the scariest movie that I've ever seen in my entire life.
Wow. It
gave me nightmares forever. Forever.
I have not seen Conjuring 2, but I've seen Conjuring 1, and Conjuring 1 was a fucking awesome movie. My plan is to watch Conjuring 2 in the next 2 or 3 weeks. I definitely want to see that. John Carpenter's Halloween was amazing. That was definitely a game changer. That music. What else? What else was I going to say? Oh, if you guys ever tweet Dashy, ask him about The Grudge.
I hate that movie. I hate it.
I'm going to tell you something. He had a bootleg version of it. It was DVD quality and everything. He came over to my house. He's like, you got to see this movie. He puts it in. From the moment it started to the end, him and I were freaked the fuck out. I was like, oh shit, like I was scared. I was beyond fucking scared. Like the Grudge,
beginning when like the chick is walking down the stairs with like, I can't. Like the image will never leave my head.
And that sound that.
My friend hated it.
Oh my god!
I used to like after we saw the movie in theaters because we saw it in theaters actually, and it was like even worse because it's like in your face. My friend was so freaked out by it, and I always thought the movie was like stupid. I was like, it's scary, but it was fucking stupid.
The Grudge was fucking creepy.
So
that shit was awesome.
I would call my friend on the phone like months after. I would wait, and she'd pick up the phone and be like, hey, and I go, and she'd be like, stop it, and like hang up the phone.
That
it was
fucking
really,
sound.
it was, yeah.
And then there was like that one scene where the girls go in the elevator, and every floor you see that kid.
Yeah, I can't.
And
I can't. What was the other? Oh, you know what? Dark Water is another one that was so frightening. And that movie.
That's the shark one?
No, that's okay. So, have you ever heard of the story of the woman who was in the hotel and there's that footage of her in the elevator acting all crazy, and then they found her body like 2 weeks later in the water tank dead?
Yeah, that Asian chick.
Okay. Let me just tell you.
That was fucking.
Hold on.
They still don't know how she got in there either.
No, they don't. But here's the thing. Here's what's really frightening. Dark Water. Same exact fucking premise. That movie came out 10 years, like 5 or 10 years before that.
So you think it was like a copycat?
Well, that they kind of say like it's weird that there's similarities. Like it was all about like a little kid. Well, in that movie, it was a little kid found dead in the water tower in the hotel, and it flooded the top floor like of the hotel and like all this stuff. That actually happened too. Like the top floor of the hotel where that woman actually was in the water tank flooded. So there's like look it up on YouTube. There's a bunch of videos that talk about how the similarities between the movie and that are like way too insane. And the movie's not based off of that event. It's like that event is based off of the movie.
Yeah,
it's weird.
You guys should check it out. She's talking about this one Asian chick. She was staying at this hotel and she was acting very strange, and the security cameras were checking her on some kind of I don't know which elevator it was, but she was like pressing all the numbers, and she was walking in and out in one particular hall, just like looking, and then like she was like talking to herself for some reason.
Well, she could have, and there's speculation too where people think maybe she was talking to like someone down the hall, because you see her like talking this way.
But nobody came into camera. Like there was nobody else except her the whole time.
And then the weirdest part for me though was that after she left the elevator, the door stayed open for like 2 minutes and then closed and then opened.
Yeah.
And then closed and then opened and then closed. Like it was almost like the door. And why would the door stay open that long?
Yeah.
Like
I don't know.
elevator doors don't stay open that long. Like it was almost like it was just like, I don't know. And that hotel actually is also where like a ton of killings happened with what the fuck was his name? I don't remember what the hotel was called, but it's also the hotel that American Horror Story Hotel was based off of. Okay. So they based the show off of that hotel too.
And what's weird is that she went disappearing. They didn't know when she disappeared. They don't know where the fuck she was. She was locked in one of the water containers that whoever stays there was either drinking the water, showering with that water
for 17 days,
and her fucking body was floating in there. They don't know how she got in there, because you can only lock it from the outside. There's no way of locking yourself from the inside. And apparently I think she had no clothes on either.
Well, there was no way to get, her clothes and her hotel key
they were floating
next to her. But like, there's no way that she could have gone up to the roof. So they say there is speculation that maybe one of like the workers of the hotel killed her.
It's possible.
Because the only people that would have had access to the roof were someone that worked in maintenance for the hotel. So there is speculation that maybe that's how she was killed. But then there's also, like, you got to watch this conspiracy thing because we're not even doing it justice. But there's this other theory where her name, what is her name? Because I have to, okay.
She's a cute
anyway,
girl too,
whatever
man.
her name is, because I'm not going to look it up and spend time on it,
Yeah.
but whatever her name is, when you reverse her, I'm sorry, hold on, let me get this fixed. When you reverse her last name and her first name, so like, let's just say hypothetically her name is Jane Doe. When you reverse Doe Jane, whatever her name actually is a psychedelic drug that they were putting into people's water in that same area. So then there was also speculation that she was never a real person, but she was like a staged setup for like that drug inducing thing to be put into the water. It's like, you got to watch the video. I'm not making sense, but the way that, I think it was Sarah Vargas is her conspiracy video that I watched. It's nuts. Elisa Lam. Okay, yeah. So then Lam Elisa is the name of a chemical that they were putting in the water in that area.
Crazy.
So people are like, whoa, but wait, her name is Elisa Lam, and like Lam Elisa is literally the name of like a chemical.
That's crazy.
So
check it out. It's pretty creepy, but yeah, I mean, I'm excited for Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays.
Conspiracy theories. If you guys ever want to have a good time, and like even if you don't, it doesn't matter if you're home alone or not. Sorry, Luna's hair is in my eye and it's bothering me. If you ever want to have a good time, literally just go on a conspiracy theory binge on YouTube and watch all of the videos on conspiracy theories, because it like, even if you don't believe in them, it's still kind of like interesting to like.
One of my favorite YouTube channels to watch is Top Fives. You ever heard of it?
Yeah.
Top Fives is really good. They have some really interesting shit. They have some on there about spirits and recordings, all this other stuff. So yeah, check that out. What else?
I think that's it. I think we got to do some filming.
Yeah, we got to do some filming, but also just a heads up, we saw that contest going on to get to 3,000 subscribers.
Yes.
We're obviously going to add more to the pot of special prizes and everything. Obviously, we mentioned a couple of things, but more items will be added on. So, you know, spread the word, help us out. You know, we appreciate your support already, but help us get to 3,000 subscribers. And, you know, obviously with her tallying and obviously her research, together we're going to be able to figure out who's going to be the winner, and you're going to get a buttload of shit. So I think you guys are going to be super happy about that. But yeah, we'll do something Halloween edition video. I'm going to try to obviously get her to go into a cemetery. We'll try that. We'll probably find some place, because there's places down in Miami I know that are haunted.
I don't like Miami. Can we find them in Fort Lauderdale? Thanks.
If there's anything in Fort Lauderdale that's haunted, yes. But we'll do it. And yeah, Dark 5 is good. Trap Lord. Dark 5 is another good channel. But yeah, man, we appreciate you guys coming. Hope you enjoy your weekend. Happy Saturday. We got some work to do. And I'm done. What about you?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, guys. Appreciate the Q&A. Love you all.
Bye, everyone.
Peace.